So I guess we'll start at building number 1. So what was this one?
This was the dance hall, but it was also a community centre, and it was built in the 1890s.
Yeah.
And it was also a Sunday school,
Oh, wow.
community centre, and a theatre.
Cool.
And now it's a gift shop.
All right, well, let's go inside and take a look. Oh, wow, okay. So yeah, got everything you would need. Some shirts, some hats, stuffed animals,
And the games.
the games. Oh, here we go. I want it. There you go.
They've got those candies like they had at Custer.
They do.
These are really cool.
Those were pretty good. Yeah, I remember those. And oh, I remember this from Custer as well.
Sarsaparilla.
Good old sarsaparilla. Now, does that kind of look like Kevin Costner to you?
Sarsaparilla tastes like medicine.
It does not. All right, so off to the next building.
There's 24 cabins, and they're all original from the dates, the 1890s.
Oh, amazing.
And we can get into all of them.
Nice. And what's this one?
The Tibbles cabin. So this was Barney Tibbles, and he was the manager of the Carissa mine. And this cabin was built in the 1890s, and later he rented it out to his employees.
Wow.
But this was where he lived.
Barney Tibbles?
Barney Tibbles.
Reminds me of Barney Rubble from the Flintstones.
Okay, let's go in. Can we get this with the glare? Oh, yes, we can.
It's pretty decent. Maybe in the front we might get more glare. Look at that.
The old deck of cards.
And the device there where you peer through the images and they blur together to make it look three-dimensional. That's so cool. And can't some of the glare back there's a little difficult. There's a bedroom. Let's see
Can
if I
you
can
get it
kinda
closer?
a bit there. There's the bed. Rocking chair.
Stove.
Little stove.
And the kitchen area must be out the back.
From hence is where we've just emerged. I'm gonna go around back. So you see something from the Carissa mine.
So this must have been their cold storage. Shall we see what's inside?
Anything left?
All gone. Oh!
Bottom of a shoe, the sole of a shoe's there.
That's pretty neat. And a couple of gloves.
Yeah. Some modern rubbish.
And this is the back of the house. So this is their
The kitchen.
kitchen. Oh, and look at the wallpaper.
Old newspapers.
I can't see the dates.
Would love to read those.
But look at the stove.
That's a really cool,
Oh, I love those stoves.
majestic.
This is a really cute little cabin.
This is really nice. I'd move in.
Yeah.
The Carissa. Okay, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this could have been maybe the general store.
The saloon.
Ah,
And it was built in 1890.
right.
A simple affair. There you go.
Wait
you
a
can see
minute.
the bar.
Look at all of that.
You getting
There's
glare?
a bunch of glare. Hopefully you can make some of this out. I'll put this up as close as I can.
This is pretty cool,
There's the
isn't it?
bar. Mm-hmm.
And they would gamble in here, and in the 1940s it was run by Shorty Nichols. Now, not the Shorty.
Not Shorty from Gilmore.
Not the Shorty that blew himself up. No. This was John Shorty Nichols.
Poor Shorty.
And he was known as a storyteller by the locals.
There he goes. Some Kentucky rye.
So this was a butcher's shop in the 1900s. But before that, the Leckie family lived here in the 1890s.
Wow. Okay, first room on the right. That was some more glare. Oh. All right. Now, this room here looks like the one that the antagonist would live in a horror film.
This is the meat cooler.
My point. Exactly.
And again, you've got the. Can you? What's the
there we
glare
go.
like? Okay, so you've got a mince meat machine that minces the meat. My mum used to do that.
And look at that little round butcher's block. That's cool.
And the scales in the back.
He's even got a cash register over there.
Yep.
That's that'd be the storefront on this side.
And the meat, look how it's wrapped up in brown paper.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Look at those steaks, those sausages. Man, I'm getting hungry.
Cooked pork loaf. I've got some sandwiches.
Okay, I think it's about time to eat.
Now this little building is called the Cave, and it was built to house perishable goods and liquor. And to the locals, it was known as Fort Bourbon.
Oh.
Because guess what? Bourbon was kept in here.
Oh, yeah.
True story.
So, yeah, the cold storage, root cellar. Look at the size of that metal door here.
It's almost like a safe.
It is. Well, if they kept their bourbon in here, I'd put that door in here also. Oh, it is very cool. Temperature-wise.
So there's your bourbon whiskey.
Bourbon whiskey. I'm getting thirsty.
I don't like whiskey.
Mm-hmm. I like the look of the brick with the wood and then the barrels. It's just it's very, very nice looking. And here, oh, it's too dark. Some of the perishables over on this side.
Yeah, all of these bricks were locally kilned.
Nice.
Fun fact. Look at the
archway.
Yeah, the size of it. Look how thick it is. Look how thick the wall is.
Yeah.
Size comparison.
So you're 5'3.5" wide, and that's
And that 1/2 inch is very important, and don't be so cheeky. But you can see how wide it is.
Yeah. So you get the height, and then the width, kind of. So just a guess, but I would say that could be the well.
Yeah, the water pump is just over here. All the pieces of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, all the wood stacked up like that. And like a burn pile. Off in the distance, you can see the wagon and just the top of the adit of the mine we were in. So what's next?
This one's for Greg. No trip would be complete without a trip to the dunny. Let's take a look. Now this outhouse was used by the kids from the school, because the next building we're going to go into is the school. And you've got different levels for different sizes. So the big one is if you want to do a big poo-poo, and the little one is if you want to do a little poo-poo.
Okay. So I guess the small one's just if you have to poo, the big one's for you have to poo and pee at the same time?
Maybe.
What you looking at?
The schoolhouse with the inkwells and the magic drawing book and the cursive writing on the blackboard. That's how I was taught to write. Now, this school was built in 1911, but this isn't its original location. It used to be located down in the parking lot, but due to flooding, they moved it here, and it was still in operation until 1947.
Oh, wow. We've stepped inside to get a little break from the wind into the blacksmith shop. And just judging by the look of the tools and some of the equipment, I'd say this is probably circa 1915.
Not that you read that.
No.
The building's 1915, the actual machinery dates back earlier.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
Would you look at the size of that furnace?
Yeah.
Call it a furnace?
Well, that'd be the smoke goes out the top there. You see it cranking it to.
And then where would the
air.
billows go? Because you've got these huge billows to make it.
Yeah, there's one there.
And there's one up on the ceiling.
Yeah, one above head right there. Very sizable.
This
Now-
old. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say this old wagon wheel. And this is the sort of wheel that used to go across the Oregon Trail, California Trail, Mormon Trail.
Yeah.
So this is the second-class hotel, which opened in 1968. Pretty impressive.
It's a neat building.
I'll let you go in first.
Oh, look at this. It's like that printing press that we saw in that other little cabin.
So this must have been the main lobby, I would have thought.
Yeah, look at the wallpaper, the lamps. What's through here? Looks like a dining hall. Piano. That's really neat. Looks delicious.
Even though it's plastic. Creaky floorboards. And you can see just through the back, the kitchen area.
Yep, just barely make it out.
This looks like it was kind of like the entrance area.
Oh, okay.
And they had their mail or their newspapers delivered and their registry. And look at the little safe.
That's really cool. All right, back across the main hall. What's over here? I've got like a bedroom. Ooh, stairs.
Well, let's do downstairs first. Don't get overexcited.
I'm getting way too excited. It's a very nice room here. The wallpaper.
Look at the knickerbockers. Isn't that cute?
And then a really nice bed. And this place just keeps going. Anything down there?
There's another room here. Rocking chair, dressing table.
The smell of the wood up here.
And the family actually lived up here too. What an
Look
amazing
at that room.
Look at the wallpaper.
Very elaborate wallpaper. The
Oh,
champagne
look at the
glasses.
painting on the wall with the dog sticking his
yeah.
head out.
Yep.
That is so cute. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the. They
little
got.
bit of champers.
There's 2 champagne bottles in there. That's a good time.
Perhaps it was the honeymoon suite.
Very possible.
Look at
It's a
that.
very light room.
Yeah, but look at that fox thing on the bed. What on earth is that? I mean, I know it's a dead animal, but what would that have been used for?
It beats me.
Is that
some kind of a hat, maybe?
a hat, handbag?
Handbag, possibly. Okay, those shoes down there. What kind of heels and shoes are those?
Well, they're boots, but I believe they're very similar to cotton reel heeled toe shoes, because the heel is in the shape of a cotton reel. That might not be, but very similar. I would imagine they're very uncomfortable as well. Neat though.
Very cool. Okay, now this looks like my kind of room. Got some boots up by the window next to the old Jim Baker whiskey bottle. Looks like some cigars up there on the dresser. Cowboy hat on the bed. Overlooking Main Street. Yeah, this is the way to go right here.
And just here, we can't get out, it is locked, but this would have been like a balcony to look over Main Street.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Give a look down Main Street a bit.
So this is the back of the hotel. Now I think I said that the Sherlock family lived upstairs.
Yeah.
They didn't. They lived downstairs.
Okay.
You call downstairs the first floor, don't you? Over here. In England, the first floor is upstairs, and your first floor we call the ground floor. That's why I got confused.
Don't try to make stuff up. Come on.
No, that is very true. Ask an English person. So this was the washroom. Ah, look at the long johns, and they're all in ones.
Onesies. Oh, look at the ceiling.
Your favourite kind of wallpaper.
Oh, yes.
Okay, you've got a date there.
Here's September 27th, 1897 here.
Yeah, 1897 there. That's pretty cool.
Wind River Mountaineer.
And they've even got the adverts. November 27th, 1897. So that's number 4.
I wonder if they've used it from the...
Same newspaper.
Yeah.
And this looks like it was the master suite. Look, they've even got a walk-in wardrobe.
Wow. Nice, very nice quarters.
Yeah.
I like the bed frame, that super tall bed frame.
And the old pea bucket. A pea pan. Commode. Well, I think a commode is the one that you actually sit on.
Yeah. Well, that's the bedpan in the hospitals now.
So this is the back. So this is the kitchen area. And what we saw earlier, you can just see the restaurant through there.
Big old stove over here. That's industrial size.
Just think, everything was handmade, hand-cooked, full of flavour, no preservatives, no pesticides. Yum.
Yeah, it was way better than organic. I can almost imagine how good that was.
Now they had 8 rooms upstairs, and downstairs the family lived. Of course, no toilet. And here we have the outhouse. So
very okay. There's three commodes here.
is that a commode in the corner?
It looks like, because that's got a lid to pop up. This little baby one in the middle.
That's for children.
And then on the right side, I know it's behind the door, I can just barely see the lid's popped up, and that's...
Is that a poop hole?
Yep.
Oh. Could you imagine, though, sharing it with somebody you didn't know?
Complete strangers. No, very smart building.
Yeah. It's an exchange saloon and card room. Used to be a bank.
Oh.
But then they changed it into a bar and the card room for gambling.
Wow, look at that. Well, I guess the thing that stayed the same is it did still hold a lot of money.
That it did.
This is a better view. Not much glare. That almost looks like a barber's chair.
Oh, there you go. Have a glass of whiskey. Go and sit in there. Have a shave.
Shave, a cut, your boot shined. The old pictures on here too. Washington and Lincoln.
Yeah.
The old boxer back there.
Hey, look, go down. This was taken in 1898
That's cool.
inside the Exchange Saloon. Oh, look at the puppy sitting on the
sitting
counter.
on the bar.
But look, it's exactly the
it is.
same, including the barrel, apart from the bottles
There's
on
no
top.
bottles on top, but onto the right side, those bottles are still in the same case. So, get a good look at that.
That is really cool.
They've done a really good job with that.
Yeah. And then this side is where the gambling took place.
Oh, yes.
See? You got roulette, cards, poker.
This is where it was at.
This is the happening. And you've got the little spittoons on the floor.
Yep.
And how many people missed?
I'm sure most of them. So is this, looks like stables.
Yeah, this barn was built in the 1890s, and all of the wood was salvaged from other structures from town.
Oh, nice. Now you can see the hand-hewn timbers. Oh, the roof material, that's newer, but it's really neat. And again, I say it all the time, but coming into these places, the actual smell of the wood. You can smell the history, the livestock. Wow, this is actually really cool.
See, this room here must have been where the sheriff sat with his desk.
Yep, for intake.
And then
There's some old graffiti on there.
it looks like it. 1874, it's got the date.
I can't, the glare's just a killer on the...
What about... No, I can't close it. I was going to say maybe if I could close it. It's bolted open.
There's not really much glare there, but...
So yeah, you've got 1874. But the jail was built in 1870. And it held prisoners until 1875. And this was a day room.
Day room.
Yeah. In here, so they weren't locked in their cells 24/7. It's actually got, what, 4 jail cells?
Mm-hmm. So there it is. There's your small jail cell.
Size comparison. 5'3½", and that half an inch is really important.
Barely enough room to fit a cot in there.
Yep. A cot and a pea bucket.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But then, hey, that's what jail should be like.
Yep, you broke the rules. Give up your rights. And there you have it, South Pass City. So if you're in Wyoming and you're just outside Lander, we both definitely recommend stopping by. I mean, for $8 to get in, that's a bargain.
And you can spend all day here wandering around. There's lots of hiking trails. Puppy dogs are welcome, so are ponies.
And there is so much to see, it's hard to fit it all into a video. But if you would like to see the full-length, unedited video, you might want to consider becoming an all-access patron.
And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure or on Patreon.
Bye.
Bye.